We have established that the CML is now the efficient frontier. Where we finish up on the CML depends on the proportion of our funds invested in the risk-free asset and the proportion invested in M. If we invested 100% of our available funds in the risk-free asset, we would be here. Our risk would be 0 and our return would be RF. If we invest 100% of our available funds in M, we would be here. Our risk would be that of the market, and our expected return would also be that of the market. If we put 50% of our funds in the risk-free asset and 50% in M, we would be here at point D. Our risk would be half that of the market, and our return would lie halfway between the expected return on the market and the risk-free rate of return. If we put more than 50% of our funds in the risk-free asset, we would be closer to the risk-free asset than M. And if we put more than 50% of our funds in M, we would be closer to M than the risk-free asset. Point E is of particular interest. Since investing in the risk-free asset amounts to lending money at the risk-free rate of return, point E represents a negative investment in the risk-free asset. In other words, borrowing at the risk-free rate of return. This allows us to invest more than 100% of the money we started with in the risky portfolio M. Out of the return we make on this more than 100% investment in M, we have to pay back the interest on our loan at the risk-free rate of return. But because this return is lower than the expected return on the market, we finish up with more risk and more return than if we had just put all of our initial funds in M.